Okay, so I'm Rebecca Braslau, and I'm a organic chemistry faculty member here. I'm a full professor, been here almost 27 years. And in high school, I loved actually all topics, but I kind of envisioned going into some flavor of science, maybe being a veterinarian. I wasn't really sure, maybe doing research, but I was totally open. And I went to college thinking I was going to be a biology major, and they made me take physics and math and chemistry, and when I took organic chemistry, within about 3 weeks I knew that's what I was going to do. It just spoke to me and totally altered my course. Not totally, but completely set me in the direction of being an organic chemist of some flavor. And back in high school, I had really disliked chemistry because I had a poor teacher who lectured to the board. So that was a surprise to me, and I went off. Well, I actually got a fellowship to go to Australia to do marine natural products isolation chemistry after working at UCSC for a summer with Phil Cruz as an undergrad. So I went off to Australia and did marine natural products isolation from soft corals in Townsville, Australia, which was spectacular, a lot of scuba diving, collecting. And then I applied to graduate schools, and I ended up going to Madison, Wisconsin to do synthetic organic chemistry, and that was the same topic as my senior thesis as an undergrad, and just loved it. And then went to Switzerland as a postdoc, which was also a really, really enjoyable experience, and I learned a lot of chemistry, and I also got to go to lots of meetings and network with people and things like that, and decided in my second year of the postdoc that I think I wanted to try for an academic position rather than an industrial position. I actually didn't think that I had what one needed to be a research faculty member. So I applied to about 11 places, I think 3 undergraduate teaching positions and the rest were research positions, and got lots of offers and came here. I grew up in California, so this was great. I loved Santa Cruz, and have really enjoyed both teaching and research for years, and really working with undergrads, working with graduate students, working with my colleagues. It's been a very supportive environment here. In terms of advice that I have for people who are starting out and want to go possibly into a research route, my biggest advice is, one, take all the classes that you need to take as soon as you can and get them done with so you can take more advanced things and kind of relax and find what interests you. But 2, just network with people at meetings, network with colleagues after you graduate and haven't seen them for 2 years, and be brave. I was extremely shy, so it was really hard for me to learn to do this, but if you meet someone at a meeting and you exchange email addresses, follow it up with a short little email just saying it was great to meet you and let's keep in touch. And that really opens windows when you're then trying to actually get a position or obtain a fellowship. They might remember that they've met you, or they might know somebody who could give you some pointers on what you're trying to do. So networking is the one thing that isn't really rigorously taught as part of a career building tool, but it's enjoyable, but it's also really powerful in terms of helping you figure out what you want and when you want it, how to get there. And also, don't be afraid to ask for things from people. They can always say no, and you can ask politely, giving them space to say no. But for example, when I was applying for faculty positions, I had a friend who had already applied for faculty positions the year before, and I asked him, hey, can I have a copy of your list of equipment that you might need for your lab so that I can kind of make my own list, but make it building off of something you've already figured out. And he gave it to me, and it was great because I then made one for teaching colleges and one for research institutions. But if I hadn't had that, I wouldn't have had a clue really what to ask for, and I'd have to do it all from scratch. So, help other people and ask for help rather than thinking you have to do everything yourself.